Hello, welcome to No Sevens Dice Club. I just want to show you something real quick before we get into the introduction. I'm going to show you this dice set that I've been working on, and I just threw this dice. I didn't even set the dice yet, but I just threw it just perfect, and it's already set just like it was. It was set like this. Anyway, I want to introduce to you a dice set that I do for the digital craps tables, and something that works really well. It usually gives me about 6 or 7 rolls before I 7 out. Pretty much guarantee doing it. And you already know the dice set. It is the all 410 set. So thankfully that the dice are working for me, and I already have it pretty much. So what it is you can see the 2s are right here, and what it is that we have the 6 right here, and we lay it down. So the 3 is right there. And you can do it either way. You can turn the 6 right here, and you can turn this 6 to here, and then you have this. And then when you rotate it, you have the 3-1, and then you should have the 5-5. Yep. And then you should have the 6-4, and then you should have our hard 2, the hard 4s. Okay, so you should have the 2-2, the hard 4. All right, and there's nothing really special about this. You're going to hit a lot of field numbers, and you're going to hit a lot of 4s and 10s with this dice set. But there's 2 ways. I watched a guy do this, and the way he threw the dice was he used whatever you want to call it, the pinch grip, where you're sitting there and you're grabbing the dice. And what he would do is he would toss them. So that way it's just a pendulum swing, and he would toss them. All right. What I found that works on a digital table, because when you're on the digital table, I don't have, one thing I have is my MDF boards, the ones I was showing you how to make a throw craps box instead of using a cardboard box. So I have that over there on the thing. And what it is, it's laminated glass that they use on the digital craps tables. So you have a glass, which is really hard, and then you have your laminated, kind of like what you would use for your phone glass covering, so that way the glass doesn't get scratched up. And so we're going to walk over here. As you can tell, when you hear it, you can hear the sound. It's kind of similar. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. So if you want to practice on something similar, go grab a MDF board over at Home Depot or Lowe's. They're super cheap. They're only $3 or $4, and this will give you the hard surface. And then of course you have the backboard. And I always recommend, this is a 12-foot table, so I'm going to stand right where the dealer box is. Right where the stick man will stand. And then I'll toss it, because that'll pretty much give you the same amount if you're playing stick left or stick right 1. This dice set works really well for it. And I line it up every single time. So it's the 6 right here, be facing this way. The 6 will be facing this way. I'll turn them in, and the way I grab the dice is I do a slight underhand. So I'll use my thumbs. So I'm going to bring this down so that way you can see it. So I'm trying to look at the camera and do this too. So I'll use my thumbs and I'll lift it up. Okay, so you see how they're lifted up, and then I'm going to put my fingers underneath it, and then I'm going to use my index finger and then my pinky finger to kind of cradle it. So as you can see, all 4 fingers and then the index and the pinky finger are on the corners. And then, so as you can see, I have pretty much the whole entire rotation. Okay. And then the only thing you're going to do is you're just going to do an underhand toss. So you're just going to toss it like this. And it works better for me if I was over on, stick right 1 instead of stick left 1. But you're just going to do a simple toss. And we're just going to toss it and see how we do. So that is the 6-6. I don't know if you can see it with the sun and the glare, and I apologize for all the noise. This is what happens when you have a craps table right out in the open. So there's the 6-6. One of them did not hit the board. So let's go ahead and try to line it up. So it's pretty much all set up for us. So we're going to go ahead and grab it, put our thumbs down. We're going to lift it up. Put our fingers underneath, so that way we have it. And a simple Underhand, easy toss. We don't want to throw it too hard to the wall. We just want to kind of have it slide. So that is the 5-3. So that is the 8. It did slide, but I'll go ahead and fix that. So that was the 5-3. So that was the 8. What we're trying to do is, I'm going to show you some of this. It's pretty challenging to hold the dice and show you guys at the same time, but it is possible. Anything's possible at craps. You put your thumb, put your fingers, and that's what you have. And then that's what we're aiming for. So let's see if I can bring you guys, hold you guys right there. So, and then we'll come over, and as you guys can see, that is the 6-4-10. And this is what you're going to get. So I'm gonna do a couple. I'm gonna throw a couple and see. It switched over, but that was the 6-4-10. Oop, there you go, 6-4-10. So I'm gonna put you down, see if I can't hold you up, and then I'm gonna show you some. All right, so we're going to do the 6. So you're going to look at the 3, and then we're going to put the other 6 right here. Bring that right there. I'm going to lift. Bring your fingers underneath, and then we're going to toss. And that's what you want, a 4-1-5. And you're going to hit, this is going to be, there's not a specific number you're going to hit. Especially when you have the MDF board or a glass table, it's going to be very random. But what you're doing is you're trying to drop the dice right here somewhere, okay? And you just want them to kind of glide into that back wall. You don't want them to bounce and then hit the wall and then come down, because that's going to be totally random, and it's going to double pitch on you. And it's fine to double pitch. It's okay. This dice set will help you out for double pitch. What you don't want is, you don't want your dice to go this direction and this direction. You kind of want them, if they do hit the wall, you want them to bounce off and die. But mainly what you want to do is just have the dice land and then slide. That's it. All right, so we're going to do a couple of tosses and we're going to see. I don't want to spin all day. I got a lot of stuff to do. So I'm going to bring it up. Just like that. So that is the 3-2-5. Bring that into view for you guys. The 3-2-5. And that, like I said, it's not going to be just like the digital craps because you have that glass and you have the laminate. But that is where it's going to give you something similar to that. So the 3, and then the 6 on the inside. Fix it. Bring it up. Simple toss, 6-4-10. This is really good too if you also have money on the 10s too. So there it is, a 6-4-10. All right. So I'm going to bring the camera over. I'm going to unplug the mic, but I'm going to bring you over so that way you guys can see the table. As you can see, this is what happens. Like I tell you guys all the time, I shoot outside. This is outside. This is about as close to nature as you can get playing craps. Eventually, I'm just waiting on everything to get, hopefully building a building pretty soon for the craps table again. All right, so the 6, the 2. I'm going to unplug you guys, and I'm going to bring you guys over here, and that way you guys can see it. So stay tuned. Hold on. All right, so I'm not going to talk in this, but hopefully you guys can see the landing zone pretty good. So I'm going to shoot a couple of times, do the underhand toss, and see how we do. I want to show you how it just kind of lands and glides. 538. The 3-3, hard 6. Six, 3, 9. So as you can see, as you guys can see, that's what you're looking for. Is you just want it to slide right on in and go from there. Now it won't always slide like this because, like I said, you have that laminate on that glass table, but you do have a hard surface like this, so that way it'll give you something similar to this. Now if you want to put a laminate on top of it, or maybe you can get some plexiglass and a laminate on top, because usually that plexiglass already has a laminate. You can try that too, but since I have this board left over from how to build a throw box, this is what I use for the digital craps testing. And as you can see, I got the back wall right here, so I can just hit the back wall. And then when you do, and then like I said, the only thing we're trying to do is that 6. That 6, you know, we're using the all 410 set. And then you're just going to grab the dice, put your thumb down first, prop them up, and just grab them. And then just the simple underhand, just light. You don't want to throw them hard. You throw them hard against the wall, and it's going to 7 out. But what you want to do is just have them slide right on in, and then just go from there. So that way when they hit, they're bouncing a little bit. You know, let's see if I can do it. They're bouncing and just coming in, just like that. They're coming in and just bouncing. There's our 7 that we just, you know, randomly hitting, but you know, that's what you're looking for. Just having them coming in and just landing. So that way, because you don't want them to throw and do that, and then you see how far they'll bounce off. You don't want that. You want is just, you don't want them to hit that wall. When you hit the wall first, you know, you're going to get all sorts of randomness. You don't know where it's going to go or anything else. I mean, the dice are going to go everywhere, and you're going to get a lot of 7s, you see? But when you have it where it comes in and it slides, you know, slides in. That's what you're looking for. That's the trick on beating this table, is you just want it to slide in. Just like everything else in life, just slide it in, you know. You know, nobody gets upset when you slide it in. So, but that's it. That's the video I want to do. I just wanted to show you this, just to share it with you. That's the dice set I like to use when I'm playing at a digital craps table. I like to kind of just, like to, if anything, I'd rather get fussed at for not throwing it up against the wall all the way. I'd rather them fuss at me and have it slide in, then, or just have it go and then die like right here. I mean, they're not going to fuss at you for this. They can't even tell. But, you know, I'd rather have them fall like right here and then say, you know, no sevens, you need to hit the back wall. Come on, you need to hit the back wall. Like, okay, and then next time you slide it in, and then they're like, here. You know, nothing says that you have to slam the dice up against the pyramids. Nothing's telling you that you have to hit this. It just says that it has to hit the back wall. So as long as it hits and it stops here, you're fine. You know, that's all you're looking for. So that way when it comes in, you're like this. That's all you're looking for. So, but that's the video I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully it helps you out at the digital craps table. If you have a dice set that works for you at the digital craps table and you're having success with it, just let me know. This is the one where I can throw pretty comfortable 6-7 times without hitting a 7, usually on average. You know, pretty steady. I mean, I can pretty much, you know, set my bets to betting 3 or 4 times, pull down my bets, roll a couple more times, and then I'll hit the 7 eventually. But this is a pretty sure-handed way of doing it. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Good luck at the casinos. Good luck at those digital tables. And I will talk to you later.